And what's going on? Fontaine here, VIPSoundlab.com. Not going to run too long. This is not a tutorial video. This is just basically I'm going to demo the sounds for the new Drum Rack Evolution drum kit. It's one of our newest drum kits that we just created, and it's incorporating the style of mixing your drum samples with Ableton Live 9. Now, we had some members actually hit us up who were like, they loved the Contact Battle Drums expansion and how the workflow was on that, and how can we incorporate that into Ableton Live. So basically what I did was I said, okay, well, let's go ahead and utilize the powerful tool of the drum rack, because it has enough cells on it that I need, that I can put the drum sounds in there the way that I need them to be. So basically that's the whole concept of the kit itself, because as you know, as a producer myself, a lot of producers, we need control over our drums. So being that, well, in my opinion anyway, I like to have control. The more control, the better over my drum sounds. If I'm stacking my, if I'm doing parallel compression or whatever the case may be, side chaining, things of that nature, I think it's dope where if I have each track individually stemmed out. So as you can see right here, here's the stem. So the concept is to take the stems of drum sounds and basically do the work for the producer. In other words, this drum kit is a workhorse for, the producer who's busy in the lab creating drum loops and beats. Why? Because everything's done. So for example, here's the drum rack. Now the drum rack, as you can see right here, the map. Now don't pay attention to what I have here. These are just some drum sounds that I threw in here right quick because I wanted to demo some of the sounds of the kit so you guys can get a feel for the kit. So again, what you will have will be the whole entire drum rack will be completely filled with drum sounds, and they will be stemmed out. So again, here's the drum map starting from C2. As you can see, we climb the ladder and it ends off on G8. Now these drum sounds are mapped out on each one of these sounds. So for example, as you can see right here, the folders are neatly labeled as kicks, hi-hats, snares, so on and so on. We even threw in 3 vintage drum packs. We have drum pack 1, 2, and 3. Those are more classic sounds, like in the MPC 60, 2000, 3000 area. Okay, we have the 808 kit. We also threw in the Bang Juice drum kit project because our Bang Juice drum kit was very popular, so we wanted to throw in one of those kits in there also. We also threw in the Evolution drum rack kit project. Now this kit project here, this is the one when you open it up, it has everything stemmed out. Okay, the sounds, I believe it's like 128 or 132 sounds on each drum rack. I'm not sure, you guys can check that, but I believe it's about 128. Okay, because it's banks of 16 like this. So, each bank of 16 pads, you can utilize on your, for example, your machine controller. If you was to press shift and MIDI, you can use your machine controller as a hardware controller. Not necessarily saying you have to do that, because you can use your MIDI controller, your Ableton push, basically whatever you have. And if you don't have the Ableton Live script to further control your Ableton Live for machine, you can download that off of the website. All right, so for example, let's go ahead and get into this, because I don't want to run too long. If first things first, if there's a producer out there, if you get the missing samples, I know a lot of you guys get the missing samples. We have a missing samples fix folder here, which will show you how to prevent that and keep that from happening, because I know a lot of times you move your folders around, or whatever the case may be, you move your ALS files, whatever the case may be, you get that missing samples error, which is a pain in the butt. So this folder here will show you how, you can stop that. We also threw in a user library file here under presets, instruments, drum rack, because, when you're building your kits, well, basically we got the work done. But for example, let's say if you're going there, you're changing some sounds around and you're hitting the save icon here, and then it goes up under, the live menu here. We have that work done for you right here. Okay, here's the Evo kicks, the hi-hats, the snares, the claps, the cymbals, the 808s, and the percussion, because each one of these ADG files is going to contain all the sounds already in here for you, fam. It's going to be tracked out, stemmed out, and ready to go. And that's one of the convenience factors in this kit, and why we feel it's a very important workflow that you want to incorporate into your sessions in your studio, because that is a big time saver in itself. Major time saver. For example, let's go under the kicks I'm getting tongue tied here. Under the kicks right quick. As you can see right here, we didn't name each kick individually because of the multitude of sounds. It is power packed. You know, we just wanted to just go ahead. We made the sounds, we put them in here, and we labeled them as Evo kicks. Now, as you can see right here, as I'm scrolling down, I'm already into the hundreds. I'm into the 200s. I'm into the 300s. Walk with me on this. I'm into the 400s. 451 DSP process kicks. There's over 1900 sounds in this kit, and I'll get a little more into the details of the kit in a minute towards the end of the video. But yeah, hi-hat, snares, claps, all the work's done. You know, everything's tracked out, everything is stemmed out. Again, you can use your machine controller, your Ableton push, and if you want to use it in another DAW environment, you also can do that. You have that option as well. Again, over 1900 DSP process, industry standard digital drum sounds. For example, here's one stem here, and basically what I'm doing is I have some VIP crate samples that I chopped up, and I'm choking them off here. If you don't know how to choke off your sounds in Ableton Live, you have this little choke feature here. You put them in the same choke group, almost like Machine. Okay, so when you tap on your pads here, you can cut your samples off. You can zoom in and zoom out of your samples here, and you know, basically do whatever it is you got to do. Ableton Live has some really powerful tools, you know, which is why these powerful drum sounds combined with the power of the drum rack, utilizing the audio suite with Live, it's a no-brainer. It's a workhorse. I mean, this kit is incredible, fam. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Again, I just grabbed a few sounds here. What I did was I stacked up some kicks, stacked up some snares and hi-hats, you know, when I threw in some of the powerful tools from Ableton Live, just to give you a preview of the kit itself. So let's go ahead and listen to some of the sounds that's in the kit and tell me what you think. Let's rewind this. And again, this is something I threw together right quick for the video. Each sound in this kit, or rather in this demo that you're about to hear, is in the kit, so you're not going to be missing anything. Let's go ahead and press play on that. So again, there you go, fam. Majorly dope. Everything tracked out, stemmed out with the power Ableton Live 9. This kit is a major workflow. So I guess what I can do right now is I can get into some of the details of the kit and tell you a little bit more about it. Now, this kit contains over 1900 DSP processed digital industry standard studio quality drum samples combined with the powerful Ableton Live 9 drum rack. It's time to take your creativity to the next level. Here's how it works. The drum rack is a hugely flexible and powerful tool for creating drum parts, making both sound generation and mixing straightforward. So we power packed it with 128 powerful drum sample cells per drum rack. Now, each drum rack is on a separate MIDI channel to give you more control over your mixing of the drum sample cells. All the channels are tracked out as far as kicks, hi-hats, snares, claps, cymbals, 808s, and percussion. We also provide 7 drum rack kits using its cells with 128 sounds per MIDI channel at your disposal to trigger individual banging MIDI drum sounds. Now, each of these custom drum rack expansion kits, we custom arrange the sounds to save you time and energy of building these powerful drum rack cells. Each has its own channel for effects and EQs within the drum rack itself. Again, it's your boy Fontaine, VIPSoundlab.com. Head over to the site, add this kit to your arsenal, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.